Please introduce yourself, tell us your name, you represent, and begin. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, committee members. My name is Rob Pincus. I actually was scheduled here today for the training issue that's going to be discussed next, but I also was compelled to speak in opposition to this bill. I've spent over 20 years as a professional educator in the space of defensive firearms use and responsible firearms ownership. I store in accordance with this law as proposed. Right now, I can't be carrying a gun here. I believe my firearm would be in accordance with this law. But it's important that we recognize in opposition to prior testimony, any infringement, any obligation put upon responsible gun owners before they've done anything wrong by the government is getting in the way of them exercising their Second Amendment rights. I educate people about how to get into and out of quick access safes. I help promote, I help design quick access safes. I've run Personal Defense Network for 20 years. Vice Chair, I know you've looked at some things online. You can see that we advocate for the biometric safes that were mentioned earlier and things like that. However, requiring them as a government mandate is not something that we support. We support educational efforts, and everyone sitting up here right now on this panel with me, we're actively engaged in the sale, promotion, advertising, education, and training in the use of these types of things. I think it's also important to note that I've spent almost 20 years in service to 2 different Colorado counties as a law enforcement agent, specifically as a training officer. And I'm in agreement with the law enforcement agents who testified earlier about the inability to predict what's in a case. For a law enforcement officer looking at a parked car, for a common citizen who wants to report something they think is a problem, any case that's in plain sight is going to be a problem. There's also vehicles out there today which have specifically integrated lockable containers, Ram trucks, Jeeps, F-150s that are designed to secure valuables. So excluding those is an important omission also. I also want to point out that there are already criminal and civil ways to punish people who are negligent or irresponsible with their firearms. Michigan has a very high-profile national case where some parents who were irresponsible and negligent in the way they handled firearms and a child, which resulted in a tragedy in a school shooting, they have been punished and held accountable. We don't need extra laws. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pincus.